like eyes. She's jetting back home.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Eternal Midnight. And I'm here with Chad. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man?
And we're doing a movie review that is pretty different from our usual independent movie reviews. We've reviewed sci-fi, crime, martial arts movies, raunchy comedies, and now we're doing a coming-of-age movie, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So, Chad, what did you think, man?
It was good. It was good. I mean, I get the I don't think I've ever heard a bad thing about it. And I just say it, I just say it like lackluster like that because it was just like, when you hear for so long how good a movie is by dozens of people, it's almost like, how excited do you really expect me to get when it's like, I went into it knowing it was going to be good, and it was good. I can't. But it's like, I've also seen a decent amount of coming of age movies. So it's like, this was just another good one in the lineup of those I've seen. Maybe we'll do some more of those, some of the ones I've seen in the future.
Okay, so you liked it.
Oh,
I mean, like,
definitely. Great movie.
Maybe this is a horn scenario where the more you think about it as it goes on, it will be better. But
I mean, I've honestly got no faults with it, so I can't. Like I said, it's just almost like coming of age movies to me. Almost, while they're not my favorite genre, but I like them. But lots of times, coming of age movies, this one didn't as much because I can't relate to Charlie. I can't relate to what he was going through. So I'm sure this is the type of movie that someone going through potentially some of the same stuff he was going through can relate more to it. But it's like, for me, it's like, obviously this poor kid went through major trauma as a kid with his family. He went through trauma with what happened to his friend, not going into freshman year, not having any friends. And so a lot of it is stuff I just can't relate to. But at the same time, I don't view it as this movie doesn't mean anything to me just because I can't relate to it. But there's other coming of age movies that I've seen that they just mean more to me because I'm able to look at the characters and be like, I can relate to that, if that makes sense.
All right, that does make sense. Okay, so here's a question: Did you like the characters in the movie? Who was the most compelling, like, out of like the cast? You know,
Patrick.
You like Patrick.
He's honestly one of those kids that it's like, I look at and it's like, while I do feel bad for Charlie for what he's going through, I almost view Patrick as almost having a worse life than Charlie does, because it's like his whole, almost everything about him is a secret. He's mocked. He has to hide who he is because of the time that this came out in, and because the movie took place, I believe, during like the early 90s or something. And it just wasn't easy for a high school student to come out of the closet back then. And just, it's like, while Charlie is like mocked mostly by that girl that he sits next to in class, who that's probably one thing, it's like, that never really paid off, because it was like, some of the names she called him was just awful. And then at the end, I thought he was gonna like say something to her, like, not insultive, but almost like some kind of like witty shutdown, where it's like she would have no answer, but he also didn't turn into the jerk to insult her.
That makes sense.
But it's like, what Patrick went through to me is just worse. And it's like, when he finally just snapped that day in the lunchroom, I was just like, and they were just beating the shit out of him. I was like, this poor kid, like, goddamn, he's a senior who's hanging out with, he's got his group, but he's in freshman classes. His like best friend is essentially a freshman when he's a senior. It's just like, I felt bad for him.
I think the best scene with him is the one where he's talking with Charlie and about like they're doing story time, and then like, he's telling his story about his life, and he starts breaking down. I was like, to me, that's why I think Ezra Miller's a really great actor, and when you grew up
anyone who watches like Justice League and is like Ezra Miller sucks, give
or
this movie.
Crimes of Grindelwald, nah, you have to watch this one.
Yeah,
It's like
don't watch Crimes of Grindelwald. That didn't
yeah.
do him any favors.
No, actually, in the first Fantastic Beasts, he was good.
In the
It's
first one, he was good, not the second one.
no, the second one, but like that's what I'm saying. Like you need to watch this. I profess that this still is his best role. I really profess that, and I think he